Good afternoon, everyone. This is Mark Beagle from Beach City Bocce. Today a little bit different. I'm not in my little studio. I'm here in Bellflower, California at Bo's Cigar Lounge. So if you're ever in the Long Beach area, please stop by Bo's Cigar Lounge. He has a great humidor, great selection of cigars. He's a really, really nice guy. And today I'm actually smoking um, my father's cigar, a Bijou Churchill, and we're going to be speaking to a person that probably needs absolutely no introduction if you're in the realm of the bocce world. Biggie from Dallas. He's in St. Louis right now at a tournament, so we're gonna get into it, and let Biggie give you a tour of what he's at right now, and we're going to talk about the Lone Star Open and some other stuff. So, Biggie, it's always great to see you. How are you?
Thanks,
today?
Mark. Perfect, man. I'm doing great. It's a beautiful day here in St. Louis, and it's going to get crowded here by the end of the night with some serious bocce play right before Nationals.
Perfect. Now, are you here with your team, or are you here by yourself?
No, I've got one other player from Dallas that came up with me, and I am playing with a player from Southern Illinois, Robert Helini. He's played in Vegas. He plays these tournaments as well. And then Alex Guerra from American Bocce. He will be in our foursome as well. So he's making the trip down, playing this tournament. Then he's going to be playing nationals this next week up in Chicago. So I guess it's a 2.5, 3 hour drive from Chicago. So it's Alex, myself, Joey, and Robert.
Okay. Well, when you see Alex, tell him hi. Alex was my guest on our first inaugural podcast. Great guy. Got a lot to offer for the world of bocce. So hey, before everybody starts showing up, why don't you give us a little tour of the St. Louis courts?
Yeah, so these courts here, let me see if I can flip this around here. Oh, 1 second here. I think this is it. Let me do this here. Is this it? Yep, that's it. Okay. So we are, yep, there we go. So we are in the hill, or on the hill of St. Louis. So it's kind of like the Little Italy of St. Louis. It's a beautiful community, just full of like Italian charm, deli shops, meat shops, restaurants. Probably 15 minutes west of St. Louis, the St. Louis Arch. This facility here has 5 courts, synthetic Coleone courts. They have played the Nationals here. I believe it was 2-3 years ago. And I'll just kind of give you the tour here. I think they're roughly 80 feet by 13. I'll get on the court here. We'll see some guys playing here. So here, Mr. Zona. This is one of the, are you the president right now? Are you a vice president? What are you in here? In his own mind. I guess he's ex-president, but anyways, how you doing? You doing all right? So anyways, on the board. Anyways, so we got 5 synthetic courts here. We'll see. Why don't you roll one? You're live right now. Yes. And if he doesn't do well, there we go.
If he doesn't do well, we could edit it out.
Oh, he hit something. That's good. So anyways, so they got, I'll give you a tour. So you got 5 courts. You got a little sitting area there off to your left. I'll come around here and I'll tell you about the big tournament that they have in November here in just a second. But they got a bar here. Bar's going to open today in roughly an hour. And the beautiful thing about this club, they've got like dances. They got leagues here, women's leagues. And I'll tell you, St. Louis and Kansas City, they have a lot of women's teams that show up and play, and they're baller too. But here's their dining room.
Okay.
Let's flip this around. So their big tournament is typically in November, the first week in November, and it is a pool play with playoffs. I think top 2 in each pool go through, and it's got probably 36 teams that show up. They feed you well every night and in the morning or at lunchtime. So that's a blast. That's November 4th. It's a weekend before this tournament here is a special tournament because they wanted to do some practice before Nationals. So they created this tournament, same thing, pool play, but it's a 1-day tournament starting tomorrow. Tonight's all practice. So the thing is, I've been coming around all these tournaments like on Huntington Beach, here, Kansas City, beautiful course. I love coming back to them. It's a great opportunity to play in them. So they're great synthetic courts.
And I will say this, and I tip my hat to you. Your you've become like the ambassador for bocce throughout the country because you go to a tournament, you're there, and everyone knows you. I think
Yeah, well,
that is absolutely phenomenal.
well, thank you. I'm hard to miss. No, I've actually this year it's gonna be a little different for me. I've already been to Cleveland once for the Wycliffe tournament. I'm going up to Louisville for an Italian festival. There's a little tournament there. I'm gonna do that. I haven't been there. I'm trying to hit up new courts. There's one in Delaware the first weekend of August. Kansas City, I'll be going back to that.
Okay, so not to interrupt you. So you're going to Delaware and you're playing with one of my teammates in Delaware.
Yeah, so playing with Travis. We're gonna play with Travis from Huntington Beach and I'm sorry here. 1 second here.
That's okay.
Yeah, 1 second. Someone's trying to call me. There we go. Better. Yeah, so playing with Travis, Alessio, and Danny Catullo. So 2 Ohio guys, myself and Travis. So they play on Hartrue courts there. Again, never played there before, so I think that'll be a fun time. So Kansas City,
because we're coming to Kansas City.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's a combination team where it's going to be 2 guys from Castle Rock and me and Dan King.
Yes, that's right. But Danny, I was trying to get on Danny's team, but he said that you guys were coming. That's right. So yeah, I'm playing with the Kansas City team. Now you all will love Kansas City. Great group there. City's great. And it's same players that play in St. Louis will travel to Kansas City. That's the good thing about these 2 cities. They have their interstate battles, but they all respect each other. They travel really, really well. So you'll have a great time. That's good. I'm happy that you guys are coming.
Yeah, I'm glad that you are going. What would be kind of cool is when they have some more of those bigger tournaments out in the Cleveland area, let us know, because I've been really kind of looking to go.
So here's the deal with Cleveland. Cleveland's or Ohio bocce is a little different animal. And you may have seen other Facebook pages like the Bocce Underground or North American. They're very proud of their bocce play there, but most of their tournaments are double elimination. So it's kind of hard, to justify, hey, we're going to go and we're only going to play 2 games, maybe minimum 2 games. But it's a wild time. Like I like playing there just because the people are great. It's just some wild bocce, very aggressive bocce. But the big one, I'll give a plug to them, is the big one is going to be the end of August at Wycliffe. That's when they have 130 teams over 9 courts, and it's a 3-day tournament. So I think it's the Cleveland Cup or something like that, in Wycliffe, Ohio. So that's the biggest one that's coming up in Ohio. There's also a really big one in New York, in Rome, New York, coming up in July, and I think their registration date's ending in June.
Right.
Yeah.
I know Mike Panino went to the one in Rome, and he really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We're just gonna have to sit down with our calendar and start to map this out.
Have you been to the one in Detroit with the Alexes?
No. I mean, the only one kind of out of state, outside of Las Vegas. Being here in Southern California, Las Vegas is just an extension of Southern California. But the only other out of state one is your guys' tournament.
Yeah, well, the Detroit one. If anyone's listening, Alex and American Bocce, they do an amazing job there. In the facility at the Palazzo is bar none one of the best places there. It's like 10 courts, and it looks like an Italian palace. So if you can do that, that's the second week of September. But yeah, ours is going to still be at the horse track.
Okay, so let's kind of switch gears, because I tell you what, you have set the bar really high for putting on tournaments, because your inaugural tournament last November you just knocked it out of the ballpark.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you're going to top that, but you being you, I know you're going to top it, and I don't know how you're going to.
we're gonna top it. Yeah, no, stay tuned. We got a few extra things that are going to happen in terms of some side fun activities. But no, we've increased the field size to 28 teams this year. Excellent. From 24 last year. I think we have 17 returning teams, I believe, and 9 new teams that are coming in. Nope, I'll do the math. 11 new teams. And this year, a little different. They are going to have live racing on Thursday. Last year, we only did bocce Friday and Saturday. This year, they kind of pinned us to where we have to do Thursday night bocce, because they're going to have live racing. So the whole setup with Dallas is we got the 4 courts that are in an indoor facility. Well, it's inside the horse track facilities in a big suite. And we've built courts that are 12 by 68 with 4 by 12 structures all the way around, just for safety purposes of the balls flying out. And live horse racing is going to happen every night while we play bocce. And there's all the other fun side activities. We got the coffee guy last year. We had the espresso guy show up Friday morning. He's coming back. We got chair massages for the players and guests. They're coming back. On Saturday morning, something new is we're going to have a New Orleans bakery gentleman coming in, and he's going to be making fresh beignets for all the players on site. And then Saturday afternoon, we've got a lady. It's a local business. We always like to support local. Who has a kind of like a frozen banana fruit cart that dips it in chocolate and all that. So she's going to reel in her thing as well. So that's all included with players. The big thing that I wanted to do, Mark, was have an experience for the players where they don't have to buy things or like worry about anything. I just want them to have a good time. Like, in our tournament, as you saw last year, we had open bars every night. We've increased the amount of like types of liquor, open premium bar. Some people like that. What got me last year was, people are still buying $5 or $6 Crown and Coke. Like, wait a second, that should have been included. Well, now I bought the premium package, so everybody's going to get stuff at no charge. But I just wanted it to be a party. That's really what it is. People ask me, hey, can I live stream? Like, yeah, do it, but it's not necessary. I want you all just have a good time. It's 3 days of partying, and everybody makes the playoffs, either the top division or the bottom division. Everybody gets the prize money. And then obviously you get to name the horse. You got a big title belt, belt buckles, and you guys won it last year. You guys were the first champions last year.
Okay, so let me ask you the question. I'm going out on a limb here. So if we win again, then we have to name it Prossimo 2.
Well, you might want to call it Prossimo Due or something in Italian. Yeah, you can name it whatever you want. Yeah, it's your call. We usually
I'm getting way ahead of myself.
Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, no, the competition this year is a little bit more stout. Don't get me wrong, last year was stout. You guys had some epic battles there in the finals. But we got more teams coming from Chicagoland, a couple more teams from New York, a couple of teams from California. So it's going to be a great time. And we're going to get we're going to get a yearling horse, hopefully bought in August or September, where it can be named by the winning team.
Yeah, I tell you what, and not because you're a guest right now, but anybody that's listening, your tournament, hands down, was the most fun I had at a bocce tournament. Not just because we won. I mean, that's always a plus. But the other thing is everything about it, from the minute you walked in to the minute you left, was done top shelf. It was five the whole entire time.
I appreciate it.
If you haven't gotten into it, if you're listening and the team hasn't gotten into it, you need to put that down on your calendar for next year, because it'll be the time of your life. And that's all because of you. It's all because of you.
Oh, I appreciate it. No, it's the whole bocce community. Then, when you say all those things, then I appreciate the kind words. I've learned from traveling around from other places in California, New York, Detroit, what works in my mind, what may not work in my mind. And that was kind of my, that was the product of what I had in mind. And, we're going to, like I said, change a few things up this year for the positives. But this year it was an interesting deal. I had to increase the entry fee a little bit. But this tournament sold out in 3 days. 28 teams in three days. Right away, it's like overwhelming. And I've got like 5 or 6 teams that are on wait list, individual players that are on wait list. People are coming to the tournament. I'm not sure if you know this. People are flying in from all other parts of the country just to pay a guest pass to watch the tournament.
And it's worth it just for what you're offering. It's worth it.
Yeah.
So just to get this straight for everybody that is listening. So the play this year will be Thursday night, Friday, and Saturday.
Right. So Thursday night we're gonna have practice, and then the food, it's an open buffet with like shrimp cocktail as well, and prime rib and all the other fixings. And then Friday morning we'll start pool play. And then we got lunch, an open bar lunch. an open lunch buffet, and then all the the coffee guy, the massage person, and then that Friday night we're gonna have the shrimp cocktail and all the primer buffet and all that with the open bar, and the same thing on Saturday. And they change the menu every day, so all in all, you get 5 buffets, 3 open bars, and all the other fun stuff that goes with it as well. And like I said, when the guests come in, they're eligible to partake in the side stuff. They want to get a coffee from the espresso man, it's all included in their package. They want to get a massage, all included. If they want to get a whatever, it's all included. There's no pressure to buy anything. Now, if you want to gamble on the horses, that's on you, because there is live racing every night. Yeah, it's on you, but it's a.
And you are going to be doing the point knock contest again, aren't you?
So yeah, so let's talk about that. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to, yeah. So it's funny because I did the point knock contest last year, and something that myself and a couple others were kind of brainstorming it, and it was such a good time that a lot of the other clubs are now doing it too. And I know a couple.
Yes.
I think Vegas did it. I hosted that in Vegas. And I know some, I think you guys incorporated as well. So this year we're doing something a little different.
Okay.
I said it to the bar.
Always
I said it to the players, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna have, it's called Bocce Battlefield, and all 4 players will have 1 ball each, and you'll be on a 60-second point clock, or 60-second shot clock, I mean, and the field is gonna have 6 opposing balls with a Polino, and your goal in 60 seconds as a team of 4 is to get as many points as you can. And you can go knocker, shooter, knocker, but at the end of the day, at the end of the 4 balls, we'll count how many points you have, and whoever's tied in the lead, those teams will go on to the second round of Bocce Battlefield, and so on and so forth. So we're going to do that. We're going to try that out. Then we're also going to have a poker tournament. Last year, if you recall, we had a World Cup tournament. So every time you won, you got a team drawn for the Soccer World Cup. And I believe Chickenfoot and the Desperados from New York, they won that. But this year, what we're going to do is that the more you win, or the more you're placing, we're going to be playing a side game of 5-card poker. So you get a card for every win you get, and the best 5-card hand at the end of the tournament will get a monetary prize, and that's donated by Michael Steven Jewelry Design. So that's another side game. And the last side game we're going to have probably on Thursday night, sponsored by my office because I am an eye doctor. We're going to have you all wear funny glasses and try to knock some balls with some funny glasses on. Okay. And if you hit it, you win a Lone Star Park voucher or some similar prize. I'll have to figure that out, but that's in the works. So every night there's going to be something going on in addition to your play. Plus, every team makes the playoffs. So it's minimum 8 games. Probably play more, but minimum 8 games plus all the other action over 2.5 days.
You see, and like I said, you raise the bar. You're listening to this. If you can't find fun out of this, there's something wrong with you.
It's a good time. It's a good time.
It is. It is a
if
great
I could have
time. It's not a good time. It's a great time.
Yeah, thank you. If I can build 2 more courts in there, I would. There's no space. I can only get 4 courts, but the staff at Lone Star Park are great. The wait staff are amazing. Then by the way, and I may have told you this. I know I told a few other people. The staff there and the head lady, whoever's doing it, they were complimenting the players, and that's a testament to the bocce players as well. There was, oh, you guys are so nice. This is the most friendliest group, and they weren't just saying that just because to appease me. Right. They were legitimately saying you guys are the most funnest and kindest group that they have had over the last year, and that says a lot because they have a lot of parties that go through there, and they loved us, and they just out of respect, and that's what's so special about the bocce community. We all respect everybody's values and whatnot. So that's why I travel. That's why I go to all these places to see new faces. I just walked in here in the parking lot. There's 3 players from Kansas City, and they were like hooting and hollering, "Hey, Big E, Big E!" So it was kind of fun to catch up right away.
Yeah, no, good for you. You know what? I'm gonna let you go so you could start practicing and have,
no problem.
A tournament. But I really do appreciate taking the time out. I mean, I know you're in St. Louis, and you're not at your house or whatever it is.
Oh, not a problem. No, there's plenty of open courts. That's fine. And just wanted to let you know that, and I think you may have told me this just a few seconds ago. Your horse, or your team's horse, Proximo, is training. Right. Yeah, it's training at Lone Star Park right now. It is a purebred, not purebred. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. It's a grass bred horse, so it's a horse that will do much better on the grass. So you're gonna start noticing that horse racing probably in October, November of this year. And it's doing well. You know, it's a great horse. We got that in Kentucky in the Keeneland sale, and I'm happy that you guys named it Proximo. And just a little story: when the new owner, we bought it, we sold it at an auction, and the new owners, when we saw it, hey, this has a special name to the horse, it's Proximo, and it means so and so and so, and they're like, oh, we love it, we're gonna keep the name, we love it, yeah, yeah. So they're really pumped up about the name as well. So it should hopefully do well. Yeah.
Yeah, and what I was going to say is, and like we spoke the day after the tournament, I am a huge horse racing fan. So I keep my eye on this horse, and I tell you what, if there's ever a chance for it to come out here and race in Santa Anita, I'd be there now.
Well, I hope so. I hope so. I know that it's probably going to race. I think the first race will probably be in Oklahoma City. I think that's where they're targeting at. But if it does something special off the books, be careful. Its full sister won a graded stakes race down in Florida. So, and anything can happen in horse racing. So,
and I did see its pedigree, and it's got some pretty good line. So, we're hoping. Well, like I said, I'm gonna let you get going.
Thanks, Mark. Not a problem, man.
And we'll talk soon.
I'll see you in August at Kansas City.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Okay, then.
Have a good summer.
Talk to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.